Welcome, everyone, to the Mega64 podcast. And this week, we embrace love. Last week, we made a huge mistake. I think we could all agree. We did this personality test, called people evil. You know, that word was thrown around a lot. Yeah. I didn't really pay attention to who.
Called you. It was you.
We called you. You. Does it? That's irrelevant to the story here. What matters is today is the day of love internationally. Okay. So we're choosing to embrace it. So if you're not going to embrace love at home, piss off.
Oh my
okay.
God, yeah.
We choose love. You choose hate, not us. That's you.
Damn.
But I have great news. Because a lot of people, you know, some people are alone today. I can't imagine being like that. I think that's pretty sad. But some people are by themselves.
Yeah.
So, you.
No, I'm here with you guys.
We're your Valentine?
Oh,
Rocco.
That sucks.
Oh,
which one of us specifically is your Valentine?
Yeah, pick one of us.
Because I kind of already have a Valentine.
It's all of you. You don't feel...
No. I don't do the polycule.
Yeah, I'm covered.
Yeah. I don't do the
four
dude polycule.
You gotta pick one.
Is that why you guys got so fucking quiet on tour?
What are you talking about?
How nice I was to you guys.
What are you talking?
And I said how much I loved you guys. And I got crickets.
Yeah. Well, I'll let people at home know that never happened.
Yeah.
Wow. That from the most evil
Anyway,
guy.
so go ahead.
Well, all I was going to say was I'm excited for the podcast today. We're going to get into some Valentine's Day discussion. Yeah. We're going to get into, this is going to be the sexy episode.
Oh.
Just call that, you know what, for the title this week, don't even call it the sex. I was going to say the sexy episode. Just put sex in the title because I think that'll get, you know, a couple clicks.
Yeah.
But we got so many things to talk to and or talk about, I should say. I'm not talking to anybody. But on top of all that, we got the best sponsor for this episode. I want to give a shout out. They're back. Tenga is the sponsor of this episode. If you need to love yourself on this blessed day,
we all need to love ourselves.
There's no better way and no better place than Tenga. And let me tell you, they set up a special URL just for Mega64.
Oh my God.
If you want to get some stuff, that's right. Just go to usstore.tenga.com. Well, it's .co. Not com. Don't put com. /Mega64. And it will automatically add the code Mega64 to every order. You get a discount on every order.
What is it again?
Tenga eggs. And we know there's an egg shortage in America.
Yeah.
There ain't no egg shortage in Tenga.
Not at Tenga.
Not until you click that link. Then there might be. Because we're gonna stock up on them. You know, toilet paper style. We're gonna buy fear buy.
Yeah.
Buy them all up.
There's
we're
bigger,
clear the shelves.
There's bigger Ona holes there than just the eggs too. They got a whole line.
They got everything.
A range of products.
What's the? Can you break down what is the Ona hole?
Well, that's what they call them over in Japan.
Is it like
they call Tengas?
Oh no.
Yeah, your pronunciation is excellent. Have you been?
Nice. That just came out naturally. That was just the from the soul.
What was the link again, Rocco?
usstore.tenga.co/Mega64, but it'll be in the info of this very podcast.
How exciting that we have an official, like, our name is now in the Tenga
associated forever.
When I was in Japan, I met with them at the Tenga headquarters, and that was where they were like, "You got a special URL."
Oh my God!
Yeah.
But you know what? Save it for Valentine's Day. It'll hit harder.
Okay.
And I said,
yeah. So you've been sitting on this for a long time.
I've been sitting.
I'll be sitting on it.
Yeah. Speaking of sitting on
it, that's one position.
I'm gonna be spinning on it later.
Did they take a mold while you were there? Maybe you can't talk about it. I don't know.
I brought them one. They said we don't need that. There's nothing we can do with that.
Okay.
They're like, we don't have microscopes in this store.
Because I was thinking maybe we get the Rocco
you get that one
eventually. Like they release a. Is that one right there or that McDonald's cup?
What this? No, this is the Evangelion.
We'll talk about these toys. There'll be a time and a place to talk about these toys here.
Yeah.
Thought that was
yes. Welcome everybody to the Valentine's Day special edition of Mega64 live and in person on a hot Friday morning. Derrick, Rocco, Sean, and Garrett here. It is Valentine's Day, and today we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day themed episode talking about horrible dates, awkward crushes, high school crushes, finger bang stories.
No.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
We might even get into some hear me out situations. It's going to be a very amorous episode today, so we hope you're strapped in. Maybe you have ordered your Tenga eggs, get them on rush delivery, and while we're waiting for those to arrive, theme song.
Welcome.
Hey,
We're back,
Welcome back.
baby.
is everybody good? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I'm ready for love, baby.
Okay, let's just get it out of the way. What are your toys?
I mean, they're not really toys. They're more kind of collectibles. But yeah, this is Ava Unit 2 French fries
From McDonald's.
McDonald's. This is some say it's a shake. I think it's a Coke because that's what I get when I go to McDonald's. But Unit 0 is in here. This might take me a little
Yeah,
while.
no, show it off.
But it does transform.
Why?
Yeah,
Where's the
Is this
liquids?
a team up that McDonald's did
Transform it.
with
This has been
Ava?
all over the internet, Sean.
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
Japan
This is-
exclusive.
The shield.
So
they
did somebody
use it-
send this to you?
Oh no. No, I have a man on the inside.
He had to enter
So
a
did
lottery.
that person send it to you?
They did, yeah. But it wasn't.
So did somebody send this to you?
Well,
No.
there was an implication that it just randomly someone just sent it to me, but I did require I put that in motion.
He
So-
brokered a deal.
Okay, so he's taking all the credit
So-
for
Yeah.
getting this.
Yes.
Yeah.
McDonald's. This is a McDonald's official.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be room for the Big Mac Unit 1, so I
Is
didn't
this
put it here.
like
but
a
I can
Happy
get it
Meal
later if you want.
situation, or what is this?
No, in Japan, you had to win a lottery to get this collectible set.
So you won the
of-
lottery,
Well, he had a man on the inside.
Someone won the lottery,
and they gave it to you.
They
They won the
didn't give
lottery
it-
and
They
said-
didn't give it to me.
Okay, someone won the lottery and said,
Just
"Rocco,
tell us what fucking happened.
I made someone win the lottery
Okay.
so that I could get them.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Jeez,
You're powerful.
Yeah.
Making people win the lottery across the world.
Most
That's nuts.
Machiavellian.
I wish you could make me win the lottery."
No, God, no. Yeah, I wouldn't get any figures out of it. Anyway, so there you go.
Sean, you didn't see they totally reanimated scenes from the movies and they had the Ava characters eating Big Macs and
Yeah.
Did they really do that?
the Unit
really
1
did.
is like repainted to
Yeah,
look
I-
like, McDonald's.
They
Yeah, I
did.
missed that.
There is a literal McDonald's Evangelion in the commercials, like a
Yeah.
red and yellow and
What?
white Evangelion. And it bums me out they didn't sell a figure of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like these are fun, but I want a
They
figure
will
of
later.
the Mick Ava.
But did it look like this, or did it look like an actual Ava?
Look like
No,
Ava.
it looks like an actual Ava, like
Just
in
the
the
color
animation.
scheme.
They'll sell that,
Right? They're gonna do
They'll
that.
Totally, dude. They did the Godzilla ones. They'll do this one.
They're getting the robot Ronald. I want animation of him like in the
Yo.
entry plug. And whose soul would be in that Ava? It would have to be like the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
I agree.
The soul of the burglar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God. And it's like, oh, that's Big Mac sauce.
Yeah.
For
Special sauce.
the semen.
I'm so fucked up because I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Sesame seeds.
Well, there you have it. The Ava lottery has been won. Rocco
So if you-
forced the numbers.
So if you wanted to win the lottery, it's too late. Rocco. won.
Yeah, I got these. So I'm gonna need about 10 minutes.
yeah,
to put
this
these
looks
back.
confusing.
all right. Well,
While
while
he's
he's
putting
doing
that
that, how is everybody's Valentine's Day going?
So far, so good, you know?
really good.
I kissed the wife on the way out the door.
Nice.
I'm
surprised.
Gave her a
because
little slap on the ass. What?
I feel like you might agree with me. I'm surprised maybe you don't. That this holiday's bullshit.
Oh, it is. We
Okay.
have a pact, my girl and I.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that would be the case.
We don't go out today to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
In fact, I think we're gonna go see a movie tonight, which
Well,
is
that's
technically
going out.
like
That's
going out.
Yeah.
But that we
That's what I suggested with Joy at home, but she's like, I don't even want to do that.
We don't
Avoid
try to,
all
like-
crowds. Avoid
we don't
all
try to
crowds.
like book a dinner at our fucking restaurant because
Oh, it's
for one,
impossible
all
to.
the restaurants are gonna be so busy.
overbooked and overpriced.
And then they also surge price. They've been doing this for years now. On Valentine's Day, like they'll have, it's only the special menu at this restaurant today.
yeah, and it's more
Oh,
expensive.
Yeah,
Really?
and it's like double
I
the
didn't know
fucking
that.
price. It's like, you don't have the regular thing I order when I come here? No, Valentine's Day menu. Yeah, and it's like twice as much.
We all
it's
know
for
this
two.
holiday,
It's a fucking scam.
quote unquote, fake ass holiday was created by the greeting card companies to sell more greeting cards.
Yeah.
We know the history, but somehow that's spilled into everybody's got to get in a piece of the inflated pie.
Yeah. Well, I great morning. Woke up. Jenny got me a coffee, and then
Oh, that's cool.
Card and a gift. It was a nice mug, a Severance mug, and I'm excited
So
about that.
you guys are doing gifts.
a little.
still.
It's a little gift. You
You
know.
know, I do have to take Trish on a Barnes and Noble shopping trip.
Okay.
Okay.
before the
So
movie.
I got her a Kevin Costner T-shirt because she loves Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
You know, nothing
but
crazy.
But I don't get anything. Why are you getting?
It's kind of
stuff?
weird you give her a shirt with another guy's picture
well,
on it.
I said, yeah, it's
She
her.
loves Kevin Costner.
She does. So it's like, here's your forever Valentine, and give it to Kevin Costner. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't like that.
She wouldn't want to. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to.
I don't like that.
You don't
I
like
don't like
that?
that.
Why
I'd
not?
be giving them a picture, a shirt with me on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She has plenty of those.
number one sexy guy.
As fate would have it, there's a lot of shirts of me that she wears a lot.
Tired
kinda
of you,
true.
ready for Kevin
I
Costner.
mean, like
That's not
Fabio
good.
painting you slaying Kevin Costner with the
Slaying
Yeah,
Kevin,
yeah,
I would
yeah.
never. I would never.
But she got you a coffee,
coffee mug, yeah, and a,
a
coffee.
mug.
And a coffee and a mug. Yeah, sure.
The
And then
liquid in it?
the
Damn.
my girls wrote me nice Valentines too. It was really nice.
Oh,
It was
okay.
really nice.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I remember, it's like one of those holidays for the kids to do something in elementary school. You know, they pass
Yeah,
out the
they
little
made
paper.
little like cards and gave it to me. I gave them a little Valentine too. It was nice. Nice
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the greeting cards, the little Valentine's cards.
yeah, of course.
That's what it's all about. Beyond that,
and those hearts, the candy shaped hearts.
Or like
Yeah.
they had Fun Dip, Valentine's
Oh.
Fun Dips. That was the big get.
that's a
this
big
year.
get this
people
year.
who take Valentine's Day like too seriously,
Yeah.
a major red flag. You know,
Mm.
people who are like angry, like, yeah, this was a bad Valentine's Day. Like, whoa.
Oh, like
Yeah,
forever
yeah.
single people.
Or you're in a couple, but you have these like astronomical expectations of what the other person's supposed to do. And if they don't live up to it, it's going to be like a legitimate problem.
I need
Yeah.
the
Because-
dozen roses and the
Yeah.
chocolates.
Red
and
bottom
the
shoes.
insecurity is so like,
Ooh. Ooh, yeah.
prominent that it's like, yeah, well, if he doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day, are we really in a relationship?
I will say on my end, I know multiple people who I've just known for a long time that, have the attitude of like, oh, Valentine's Day, who gives a shit about Valentine's? That say stuff like that all the
Sure.
time. And then their partner won't do anything for Valentine's Day. And then they'll be like,
Oh, they got trapped.
Joker
didn't do
mode.
anything for Valentine's Day. It's like, you just said you didn't care. I've known multiple people who.
That was a test.
So I've never fallen for that. Anybody who I've ever dated or
Yeah.
whatever,
You don't get tricked?
They'll be like, "No, Valentine's Day sucks. Don't worry about it." I'm like,
But
I ain't falling for that.
You just
feel
do
like
something little, right?
A card and a little gift.
Yeah,
Nothing-
yeah.
Just say how much you love the person.
You know
That's
what?
Fine.
I mean, I can't speak for anybody else, but in my book, chocolate always works. You want some candy?
Oh, you go
got
chocolate.
candy.
You go
And I
chocolate.
did
Who's
tell
gonna be mad about that?
Jenny's favorite dinner that I make is Japanese curry, so I'm gonna make that tonight. But like nothing crazy.
Maybe I'm fucking up, guys, because I'm just like, babe, what do you want to do? We never do anything. We always go see a movie on Friday night. So this
Yeah.
is just our regular Friday night.
I think you're playing it smart.
But I did say, like, well, you want me to I'll go take you to Barnes & Noble? And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Is that enough?
That's enough.
Am I doing enough?
You might have to lay some pipe
Yeah,
later,
yeah,
but
she's happy.
Then yes, that's enough.
I missed,
but if you-
I missed what Derrick said, damn
it's
it.
probably something stupid.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
was
hear
probably
it.
something stupid.
I didn't hear it either.
Okay, well, the people at home want to know, what is our Valentine's Day history? What is our romance history? And this episode is all about
We're gonna
horror
break it down.
stories.
I'm gonna give you
what
my
are
body
laughing
count.
at?
Yeah, I don't know.
Body count, dude.
135.
They
I don't know if they do.
definitely want it. They want the dirt. They want the juice. They want the mud, the juicy dirt. They want to know. And we're gonna lay it all out today. We're gonna be open. We're gonna be honest.
We don't judge. We
and we're
listen.
gonna, we're gonna be vulnerable. So strap in, everybody, because we're gonna get to it. Let's start
Strap
off.
on. It's Valentine's Day.
We want to cover horrible dates. Nothing is worse than when you think something is gonna work out. New love, new romance. You're going out on a date, or maybe you've been with this person for a long time, and it just turns into a nightmare situation. I know I've been on some nightmare dates, horrible dates in the past, and I don't know. Does anything come to mind when you guys have you ever had a bad date?
A bad date?
I'll tell
Oh,
you
yeah.
one, and I'll start it off here. I he wasn't dating this girl, but we were like hanging out. I really liked her. This was one of the first times we were kind of like spending too much time. Not too much time.
How old are you at this point?
Oh gosh, this was
your
at
20s?
least in my 20s.
Okay,
This was a while ago, and
That's when the bad dates are supposed to happen.
Yeah, all the
you're
bad
not
dates.
good at dates yet.
Yeah, happen in your 20s. And two things happened. We were like riding bikes, and maybe I've told this story already, but my foot slipped off the pedal and I kind of like fell. I didn't fall off the bike, but essentially like I fell in a way where the bike seat like rammed up my butthole.
Oh, no.
Really
Pegging.
hard. So then my like ass hurt for the whole day. Like when I was like trying to play it off, like no big deal. No, but let me tell you, I was sore back
bad.
door. But then like later on, a couple hours later, I was in a situation where like this happens sometimes when you're on a date. Maybe you get like a little bubble gut.
Oh, the bubble
Oh,
guts.
because you're nervous. That always happens
had
to
to take
me.
a shit, dude. And
Oh no.
found myself in a situation where we're hanging out at her house, and I'm like,
Oh,
well,
no.
I don't want to like interrupt this to go take a shit.
And that destroy the bathroom.
Which in hindsight, like I probably should have just done that. By the way, if you ever find yourself in that situation, just go shit.
Right.
But I was young. I was dumb. I tried to play off the shit. I tried to like play the shit cool. Like I don't have to shit. I'm just sweaty because it's warm in here.
Oh no.
Oh.
And, well, felt like I was breaking a sweat. And my plan was I have to tactfully escape and go to my own house so I can evacuate, the pipes, and then we'll come back later. We'll reconvene.
Oh, like get back together tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like preemptively ended the date to go home and shit. And I feel like that was like the fatal mistake because nothing ever worked out after that point.
Yeah.
It confused her, maybe.
I think she took it as like, he doesn't like me and he's trying to get out of this hangout situation.
Yes.
But I couldn't like be honest. So then I'm acting weird. I'm acting like secretive. She doesn't know. I just really like, one, had a bike shoved up my ass. And two, now I have to take a shit. So
That's a terrible.
it was a date that didn't work out. It was like stepping through a minefield, man. I was trying to like navigate a tough situation, and I didn't come out.
Tough.
I didn't come out on top in that one. So that was a horrible date for me a long time ago. But I'm curious if you guys have horrible dates of your own.
I can't think of a date like that where it was like a date. Most of the people all the people that I dated in my life were just like friends first, and then we just started dating.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I don't have a lot of I'm about to go on a date with someone.
We were
like,
friends, and we remained good friends for a long time, but the romance didn't blossom.
Yeah,
Sure.
I never like went on a blind date or anything like
Really?
that.
Yeah,
Never,
no, me neither.
Never just checking Craigslist.
Never.
And then
No.
what was after that? Tinder?
I was with Jenny Will before. Tinder
Yeah.
was thing,
You missed out,
so,
brother.
But
Let me tell ya.
I've never had a dating profile on an app.
Yeah, I definitely, when you say like bad date, like there's this one that always comes to mind. And maybe like you, I've told this story before, but like a long time ago. But yeah, Tinder was great, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic piece of technology when that thing launched. Well, honestly, that's how I met Trish. Like me and Trish met on Tinder.
crazy.
And now we've been together for somewhere
thought you met
around
on
9
LinkedIn.
years.
Yeah. That's a rare like Tinder success story. I feel a lot of people are like fucking psychos on Tinder.
What I think is you had to get in on it the first like year because they changed the way the algorithm worked, and then it was like pay to play kind of, which is what I heard. I had gotten off by then, but I had heard that you basically had to pay for a premium account to have that work as a guy. I think it worked different for women as well. Anyway, I met someone, swiped correctly or however it used to work, and it was like
You swiped correctly.
it was like, oh, this is cool. You live in like a nice part of town. It was like an affluent part of San Diego.
Okay.
And I'm like chatting her up, and we're gonna go meet for coffee. And
Rich girl.
we do in this nice part of town. We go to a coffee shop. Everything's going good, and then it's like maybe 45 minutes later, things are winding down, and she invites me back. I just live around the corner. And I'm like, oh shit, like this is really going well. We walk around the corner, and there's this, it's kind of rare for even apartments. It's like the one apartment building in this nice part of town. We go up to the apartment, and I look in as she opens the door, and it's like that meme image of, bitch, you live like this?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
The
know.
house was like disgusting.
Fucking 2-liter bottles, half drank on the floor sideways, a mattress with no sheets on it.
Oh, Rocky
just
Balboa's apartment.
on the top. Yes, dude. Almost chickens running around in the front. It would be like something out of a movie. It was like cat litter boxes, but no cat. And then just like,
Just for decoration.
pizza crust on the table here, this and that. And she's like, yeah, like slide some dirty laundry off the couch, like have a seat here. And I'm sitting there like, oh no. Oh no.
Usually I'm the person with that
Yeah,
apartment.
usually I'm the messy one.
Garrett was telling me, he said later that night, he was like, do you mind if I call my family? And she went, yeah, no problem. Hey, family.
She was trying.
Mattress with a knife stuck in it.
And she was aggressively like Rocky Balboa trying to get me to kind of like get a little closer to her over on this
Well,
couch.
it's Tinder, you know.
I'm like so skeeved out
gotta
though
light
at
the
this
fire.
point that, I don't remember what the excuse was, but it was like, oh, so it's been cool, but yeah, I got to work tomorrow. It was probably that.
You quit it before you hit it.
No, I was not sticking around to hit it. And then like years later, they came by Comic-Con
Oh.
and I was working our booth.
Awkward. Did
And
they
they
know
remembered
you
you?
were,
Yeah, they
Comic-Con?
remember me, but I didn't remember them.
Oh, shit.
No.
So then out of the context of like, oh, I'm at Comic-Con, there's like, it's just people. I'm not like thinking like, oh, I went on a Tinder date with you once and then like we didn't talk again. But that's what happened. And she's like talking to me and she's like flirty and smiley and I'm trying to sell her a shirt or a Blu-ray or
Like,
something.
this is a really big fan.
And she's like, you don't remember me, do you? Like she cuts the conversation there. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
wait,
dude.
but I mean, in the context of Comic-Con, like, I don't know. How do we know each other?
Were you here last year?
What'd you say? I was the girl at the messy apartment.
She informed me that we swiped on Tinder and went on a date. And I was like, oh, it's good to see you again. Yeah, it was like super awkward.
Did
I'll
you
never
even
remember.
remember when she said that, or did it take a while? Like, oh, it was that date.
It was after she like walked away because I'm like scanning her face and everything.
Yeah.
You go on one date with someone. You
Yeah,
spend
definitely.
You spend maybe an
2
hour and a
hours,
half
yeah.
with that person. Like, how good do you remember them a year and a half later? How well do you remember them?
Yeah, not at all.
So I think it was after she left and was probably as embarrassed as I was that I went like, oh, it was the one with the messy house.
Oh my God. That's
Big
wild.
pigsty.
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember it was not really a date, but I think maybe you guys were even in the car, but I was with an ex-girlfriend and we were driving to a movie and we made a joke and she just take me home. Like in the middle of us, like hanging
you
out.
told me about that
Yeah.
one.
In
I
the
remember
middle
that.
of hanging out, it wasn't even like a bad joke. I don't remember what it was exactly.
I don't either. We were joking about something.
And it was something like, well,
we were eating.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I thought we were driving in the car and maybe eating, and I think I said like, "Oh, you dropped something" or something like that. It wasn't? And she was like, "Yeah, take me home." What? Take me home. I'm not going to the movie. I'm not hanging out with you. We're not doing anything. Take me home.
Yeah, it was like really out of nowhere.
You're on
So
thin
we
ice.
It
we
wasn't
took her
like-
home, and then we went to the movie. We had a date.
Yeah, that was very odd.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the movie was?
Oh God, no! This was back in like 2000. And do you remember?
I thought it was one of the Lord of the Rings.
It could have been. Honestly,
we had
it
already
could have
seen
been.
it, but we were seeing it a multiple, like,
Oh yeah.
you want to see
It-
Two Towers again? Yeah,
it
let's
could have
go.
been Lord of the
Something
Rings,
like
actually. Yeah. It was that long ago. But yeah, that was ugh. I still think Take Me Home. That was like just the chills.
But this is again
Two
that stuff that
Towers.
happens to you in your like early 20s.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's that time where I would always try to bring my girlfriend around to my friends' hangouts and shit. Like even
Yeah.
when we started doing stuff, it'd be like me bringing my girlfriend around. It's
Yeah.
like I don't do that anymore.
Well, you're not a kid anymore.
Well, also I realized like they're not interested in our dumb jokes. So,
I think they were back then. I think everybody is more communal when they're in their in the college era.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, yeah, big group of friends. And then You get to be our age, it's like, no, one-on-one.
Okay, we're
I
working.
I don't know. I look back and I feel like I was always going over and being like, "Are you okay? Are you good? Okay." And then I would go hang out on the other side of the room where we're playing like N64 or something. And it was like that was probably a mistake.
Yeah, I remember like I told this story to you actually when we were working out, you and Johnny, but like I was in like elementary school, probably like 5th grade, but I had the biggest crush on this girl named Renee, like the biggest crush. And on Valentine's Day, I thought it'd be a good idea to
Oh, how romantic.
ask her out. Yeah. But I didn't know what to say, so I went up to her and I asked her if she wanted to go steady. I was like, hey, Renee, would you like to go steady? And then she's like, study for what? What are we studying? And she thought I said study.
And you can't course correct.
Couldn't course correct, and I just literally ran away. Like I ran away. I was like, oh, fuck this. Bail. And I just fucking bolted and escaped.
Did Renee talk to you the next day?
I don't think she knew what the fuck happened. She was like, oh, whatever.
She's like, avoid that.
Weird joke.
Oh, God. Why'd I say that? Yeah, that was a mistake.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The one I can think of, on my end where it was like, again, it wasn't like we're gonna go on a date, but it was like someone we clearly like each other.
Sure,
and it's like, oh, and we got a whole plan. We're gonna, the whole night we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. It was like a whole thing. I think back to, I was probably like 19 and drove to pick them up. And this was back when I've talked about this before, but I used to be real sketchy on driving. I was afraid I had a big fear of getting lost. But nothing had like GPS back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could buy an expensive GPS device, but I didn't have anything like that. So I get really easily turned around. I didn't know where to go. So I went to pick them up. I barely made it to their place, picked them up. And then it was like, I can't find our next destination. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. And of course, this person had no idea either. So it was like, yeah, I'm like, it was already bad. Like it was like an hour of like, there's somewhere nearby we're trying to go for dinner. And it's like, I've been driving for an hour and I don't know where it is. I don't know how to get there. So I got out of the fucking car and went into a place like, hey, can you tell me where this is? Oh yeah, do this. Okay, I think I know how to, I'm barely hanging on, and then we're on the freeway and I'm like, oh, I think that's the place I was supposed to go. Fuck it. And I drove like, too late where you go onto the ramp.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I did that and then
the California slide.
yeah, I definitely did one of those, but it was relatively late at this point. There was no cars on the freeway, and it eviscerated my back tire. So I'm driving and I'm like, what am I? I'm hearing something, and I look in the rearview mirror, and it's like fucking Back to the Future flames.
Sparks? Oh,
just fucking
shit.
fire behind me. I'm like, what?
Did you hit something?
Just when I went
Jump the
over
curb.
that, not a divider, but the whatever. I went over a bunch of stuff to get onto that ramp.
Oh, okay.
And so I pulled over, and it is like, all my tires are fine. Oh, they're fine. Then I get to the 4th tire, and it's like not on the car. It's like, it's like metal on the road. Like there is the fucking what do you
Rim.
even
The rim.
Yeah, just the rim is there, and I'm like, oh my god. So then I call for I think it was AAA, but then the police pulled over. Like, hey, is everything okay here? Just put a spare on. I'll help you put the spare. So a cop is helping me put a spare on. And then This is back when we started Mega64. If you remember, where were all their costumes? In the trunk of my car. So I'm taking fucking gorilla costumes out, Mario and Luigi costumes out on the side of the fucking road. I mean, it just went on and on and on. And then when it was all over, it was like, I'm taking you home. It was so late. We were like both done. It was like, let's just end this.
Yeah.
So, anyway. That's the one that springs to mind. And then there was another time I met with someone that I had met a while ago, and I got the wrong person, and that was awkward. So
You get the wrong person.
yeah, it was the wrong. I thought it was. We went to an industry event. I met someone there, and then messaged me later. Oh hey, let's hang out. Let's go. And nothing. It was nothing. It was just let's hang out. And okay, cool. And then again,
you showed up expecting somebody else.
yeah, I landed, and it was like,
no.
oh, this is a different person from this thing.
That you thought you were meeting.
And-
No.
Yeah, and I had to, and I made so many. I was like, and I made a million excuses. Like, oh my god, I just found out oh no, I got to do this thing, and
I forgot I had a dentist appointment right now.
It was
at 10:30 at night.
I explained my job, like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Me and my friends, we film commercials, and if we don't shoot this thing like in an hour, we're fucked. So I only have an hour. I'm sorry, but it was so awkward. But but they were very nice. Like it wasn't like I was with some cretin. It was just not the person I thought it was. I got two people with the same first name or something.
Dang.
The old switcheroo.
But again, they were very nice. It was just awkward. But the one that sucked was that one where I was driving with no tires.
Oh, that sucks. You know,
At least you didn't call her the wrong name, though. They had the same name.
I think they had the same first name as who I thought it was.
Oh,
It was just like, whoops.
I showed up to a Tinder date once and called the girl the wrong name. Hey,
no.
Susan? She's like, Stephanie. I'm like, I'm sorry. No, I knew it was Stephanie. I don't know why the fuck I said. And it was seriously like my brain thing just said the wrong name.
Oh, I know.
Because like when you're chatting, their name's at the top of the thing, but I just said the wrong name.
You didn't need to double check that before you walked in the...
I was literally walking out of... Here's what happens to me. I get out of my car because I'm like nervous and I'm looking at the app and I'm like, Stephanie. And I put my phone away and I'm walking up to the building where they are. Stephanie. Oh, is that butterfly? Oh, that's cool. Susan. Hey, Susan, nice to meet you. Oh, no, it was...
It's like a Daffy Duck cartoon.
God damn it. I know.
Damn, bro.
That worked out, though.
Nice day.
I think that ended up going for a couple months. We met at a John Cleese book reading.
That's cool.
It was.
Oh, wow. That's
we
really
got to book with purchase with entrance. I don't think I ever read the book, but it was about like his Monty Python days.
Oh, sounds boring.
But me and this girl kept dating for a while, and she lived in a clean apartment.
Okay.
But she did put... I forgot about this. She asked me, she's like, hey, I have, this isn't really a bad date because we stayed together for a couple months, but it just wasn't going to work out. Might have been because of this, but she's like, hey, I have a, I don't know how to put this, but I have like a strap on that
that's how you put it.
I like wearing around.
Don't know where to put it.
And I'm just like, yo,
like wearing it around.
I'm like, yo, yeah, I didn't give you any indication that I'm interested in the strap on. But no, not. Would you be cool if I wore it around? You know, I don't want to, fuck you with it or anything. You don't even have to touch it, but I just like wearing it. And I was like, yo, just get that dick out, girl.
Okay, yeah.
So there was an afternoon we kind of hung around naked, watching like TV and fooling around, but she had her strap on like leather strapped and all buckled up and everything. And she just, I don't know, wanted to be kind of like on my level while we lounged around and Netflixed.
Power play.
There you go. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
But I think that was maybe, I was like, all right, try everything once.
I mean, I can't, there are times I'm like that. I want to wear like Morpher,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I'm
Here, I got one.
I'm in Mega Ranger.
Don't worry, babe. I've got one for you too.
There you go.
But yeah, that was maybe kind of like, all right, I don't know if I need to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great. I love that story.
I think maybe that's when the relationship ended.
Oh, after that day.
After she brought the dick out.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I was cool though. I was like, I'm not going to let her think that freaked me out. I'm not closed-minded. I can deal with a little rubber penis.
Sure.
Laying around next to me, accidentally touching my thigh. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I think we hung out like 2-3 more times, and then it was just like, a lot of times the Tinder thing would fizzle.
Well, that's
because I think Tinder was such a like, well, there's something new right around the corner kind of thing. So that's why, because everyone who's on Tinder kind of stays on Tinder.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked at it once, or like I set up a thing on there, whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I don't know. That was just not for me. I didn't like that scene. I don't know.
It was a scene.
Like just the way
Scene
that
of crime.
operated was not. I don't know. It didn't speak to me.
Yeah.
It was like this kind of setup is not my thing. I realized that in the moment. I was like, this kind of setup is not my thing. I want to like, I don't know. I want to meet people organically. I realized.
True.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I ruined a date once because I didn't like the shirt that my date was wearing.
Oh,
you made a
no.
comment?
multiple
Oh
comments.
no, Derrick.
No.
Derrick.
I realized later, I was like, yeah, she probably fucking hates my guts.
What was the shirt?
But like, all right, we were in our 20s again. This is a story from a long time ago. I would not do this today. I would be more tactful, but I was kind of a jerk during this date. You know, we have similar interests, but I feel like sometimes before people really get to know me, they might think because of Mega64 or the job that I have that I'm a little bit nerdier than I actually am.
I understand.
Sure.
Someone has given me, like, when I got married, someone gave me a shirt and it was
Game
bride
over.
and groom holding hands, like pixelated, a game over. And it's like, this isn't my
not for
scene. Yeah.
So this shirt was in arcade font, and
Oh no! Oh, I'm bracing for this. This is already bad. Like, I'm nerdy, but this is too much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right on the chest it said gamer porn.
Gamer porn.
That's just what it said on the shirt.
gamer porn.
Like cheese gamer porn?
I guess.
What?
I guess.
What does that even mean?
So like I saw the shirt and immediately I was like thinking like, what the fuck does that mean? And then we're gonna like go out in public, and I'm walking around.
This chick sounds awesome.
This girl, and she has a shirt that says like gamer porn.
No, you should have said something. I'm glad.
I did,
Nah, dude.
and it started like innocent enough, like it's interesting shirt. So I say gamer porn. Yeah, interesting. What's that mean? Just like that. Just like, I don't know. Just like funny. It's like gamer porn. All right, going on a date, and then like we're walking around, and the shirt's like prominently on display. And I'm just like, so just asking questions like, so is it like your porn for gamers? And I just kept asking questions. The whole date turned into an interrogation of like, what the fuck does that shirt mean, and why are you wearing it?
Yeah.
And it literally got to the point where she's like, I'm sorry I wore the shirt. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've crossed the line.
Too many
here.
questions.
Yeah, too many questions.
Oh no.
You know that she was like, okay, I'm gonna go on a date with Derrick. He does
He's a-
Mega64. He
yeah,
likes
he's a
games.
gamer.
I'm gonna put on the special gamer porn shirt he's going to love.
She sounds wild.
And
She's
she
walking
did.
around with a shirt that says porn right on the front.
Yeah, free spirit. Funny.
Yeah.
No, it's
Funny.
tough.
Gamer porn.
I was gonna say, I didn't know what the shirt was gonna be as you were telling me, but if it had been a shirt that's like, I don't know, some band, and and you're giving her a hard time about maybe you hate that band. Okay, well then that in that situation maybe it's like, oh no, let her do her thing.
I
Come
would
on.
never. Yeah.
Yeah, but when a shirt says something about porn, I think you are actually entitled to like. That's a social like. We need to like talk about like if we're walking around like why does the shirt say that? Like
The shirt
I
just
think you-
confused me.
Yeah, but honestly, like if you're with them in public and they got a thing about porn, I think you're in. I don't know. I'm curious what people at home think, but I think that's like you
mean,
have a reason to go. Hey, what's going on with
It's
this?
very much
People-
look at me.
That's
Yeah.
like not cool.
People
I don't know. That's assumption.
Talk about like deal breakers,
Yeah.
something happens and you're like, you get the ick, as they say these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That shirt was like an instant, like in my mind, I knew like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
you got the ick.
This ain't gonna work out. We're gonna go on a date for a few hours, but like that shirt, this is there's no future here.
Now, what if you went on like 5 dates with her and then she pulled out the gamer porn shirt? Because you're already in at this point.
Feel more comfortable telling her stop doing that.
You think so? Like, don't wear that shirt.
I think if we went on 5 dates, she would probably get to know me enough
And
to where
not do
she's
that.
like, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna wear
yeah,
a fucking
yeah,
gamer
that's true.
porn
That's true.
shirt.
Yeah.
Second date, she just shows up with a shirt that has the R word on it.
Yeah. All the R words.
I see
There's
more and
multiple.
more of that at conventions lately. It's like you want everyone to look at you,
Yeah.
buddy.
I wore a shirt on a flight that had the voting ballot and it said convicted felon.
Ooh.
Check.
I have a shirt that says I voted for the felon. So
Oh, wow.
I always sit in first class, so I'm at the front of the plane.
So they have to
Go.
see it. Go and look at Rolf.
Yeah, that's right. You read it right.
Look at Kermit. look
no,
at
I was
Rolf.
gonna say the shirt thing. I got a cold chill because I will say I dated somebody a million years ago and nicest person ever. But like you were saying, it's like they think you're nerdier than you are a little bit.
yeah.
I make no bones about how nerdy I am with shit. I mean, you go over my fucking house, it looks like fucking Akihabara threw up. It like, you know, there's figures ever. I make no bones about
I'm looking
that.
at the thing right in front of you right now. Yeah.
But, and maybe you can, you know, it's hard for me to word it a certain way, but like there's nerdy, but then there's like nerdy, like, how do I say it? It's like Big Bang Theory nerdy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
Basic
different.
bitch nerd.
Like there's different, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
you know,
Star Trek.
Funko Pop wall.
I like Star Trek.
Yeah, but like if you only like Star Trek and Funko Pop walls and
Yeah, and I'm not even trying to diss
Mario
anybody out
Brothers. It's like I play video games.
there. Like there, yeah, I don't know how to describe
Big
that.
Bang Theory
So
is perfect.
you guys are more of like an intellectual nerdy.
well,
you know,
we
I'm
have our
like-
niches, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what
Japanese
it is. More
RPGs.
niche kind of stuff. I guess. I don't
Sean's
know.
like a baseball nerd,
And again,
right?
I have no right to point a finger at anybody else if you're into fucking Funko Pops or any of that.
but then
Whatever.
there's just people who are like, I like geek culture.
Yeah, and they.
That's
and-
like your basic bitch level. You know,
I-
I know what you mean.
so I dated somebody who was so nice, but yeah, they kept getting me like shirts on that level. Like as a gift, like, oh, I got you this shirt, and it's like, oh, this is like GameStop core. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, no, don't tell me to pause my game. You know what I mean? I paused my game for this. Don't make me go Zelda on you. You know what I mean?
Dude,
That kind of
100%.
thing. That's what I mean.
Yes.
And,
100%.
and I
That's
feel
awesome.
so bad about this. This is the part where I was the asshole.
Oh no.
Is I was always very like, oh, thank you so much. I never said never had a peep, never said a bad thing,
Nice.
but I wasn't wearing them in day-to-day life.
of course.
But there
Fuck
were
that.
multiple videos where if I had to play a character that I like, you know, hated,
Oh, yeah.
was like fuck
you know,
Andrew.
like, oh fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I would wear one of those shirts.
Yeah.
And then that was a and then that became a conversation.
Oh,
hey,
no.
you know, and they weren't even mad. It was just like,
I've only seen you wear my shirt.
Just throwing this out there, but you're only wearing these shirts when you're playing like
The worst people.
a fucking terrible character in a thing, and I'm like, ooh, well.
Oh, you noticed that, huh?
But I was just like, well, they're funny. I'm trying to be funny, you know. I felt so bad. I felt it was really
That's a
bad.
good defense. You gave me funny shirts.
Yeah,
It's just
and I'm
adds
just
to the
being
comedy.
funny, you know. But they were, you know, much smarter.
What a
than-
You
coincidence.
only
babe.
wore your Bazinga shirt when
Yeah.
you were. Yeah, that sucks. That's
So a
tough.
lot of the shirt, if you've ever seen a cringy shirt that I wear in a video where you're like, why the fuck is he wearing that?
Yeah, where'd you get that
A lot of
shirt?
those were gifts, and
I've upped
I
my
do.
RAM.
Yeah.
But see, that's back then. I didn't think about stuff like that. I was just like, yeah, you know, put it on his shirt. This fucking stupid shirt for his fucking stupid character. I never once considered that,
Their
like,
feelings.
yeah, that might hurt someone's feelings, and that
Yeah.
so I feel terrible.
But
about
you
that.
know what? Ultimately, I think it's okay when these instances and situations happen because you're supposed to find out when you're dating somebody if you're compatible. And
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
When you find out like, oh, our tastes don't exactly align,
Sure.
that's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if somebody
sure.
shares your common interests and has the same style and taste as you, then you know it's gonna click. And
Yeah.
if you can find out sooner rather than later, like, yeah, we don't fully align on our worldview and the way we enjoy things, that's not a bad thing to find out.
Sure.
Just, you know,
yeah.
with the gamer porn thing, maybe I was a little bit too much of an asshole. I can't even really say too much because I have shirts that are fucked up, especially back in the day. It's like, man, I'm surprised anybody dated me. I used to have a jacket that had the shocker on it. You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, that was in
Yeah.
videos all the
I'd
time.
wear that thing all the time, and
Yeah.
people. and I never like put too much thought into it. And then every once in a while, some like dude who looked like a fucking sleazy porn producer would be like, "Yeah, the shocker." and I'd be like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, yeah." Tune pink one of the stink. That's right. That's what that means. I forgot about that.
Oh man.
I do feel like, especially when you are when the feelings at their highest, people are most likely to get their feelings hurt because you are putting yourself out there. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
there are times I look back and a lot of it is, you know, things that happen like middle school, high school, elementary school that I like, I just fucked this up. I just fucked it up. Like I think I told the story once, but like in middle school, to say I was like not a cool kid is I was like the least cool kid at the school.
Bro, you were a dancer. That's awesome.
Yeah. They hated me.
Yeah.
They hated me. I had no friends. And so when one of the girls who was in ASB asked me to the dance, I was like, yeah, okay. like that, because I was thinking
You didn't think it was
I
real.
was being made fun of. Like I got made fun of every day. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll dance with you. And then we get to the dance. I didn't go with her. I just went to the dance and then didn't dance with her, didn't talk to her. And then she's crying because she asked me to the dance and I just like turned her down. And her mom was a volunteer there and pulled me aside and yelled at me in front of people.
Oh, man.
My daughter asked you to dance. You didn't dance with her and now she's crying. I'm like, I thought she was joking. Like I thought there's no way she
Did
would
you
ever ask
explain
me.
that?
No, I was a dumb kid. I was like, okay, sorry. And I just like,
You just ran away like
I
you
went
did.
home. I'm like, I'm just going home.
Sean, I can't.
Oh no.
There's nothing I could relate to harder than that. When I was in like junior high going into high school, there were all these girls I had crushes on, and stuff like that. And I just thought I was a happy kid. I had a pretty good life.
Yeah.
And I was content, but I had this thing baked in my brain where I'm a nerd and I won't like date any of these girls. And I accept that. I was not like tormented as a kid. I had a crush on this girl, but I'm like, I'm a fucking nerd and they're not going to be into me. So I somehow accepted that. I didn't cry about it. And then like, I think back to like 6th grade, 7th grade, these girls would ask one girl I had a huge crush on. 2 girls I had a crush on, both asked me to different dances, and I thought they were making fun of me.
Yeah.
Because I was made fun of a lot back then. So then they would come to me and it's like, oh, who told you to say that to me? Kind of thing. And literally I remember one girl during we were on a Washington DC field trip, asked me out and I went and went and did something else because I thought but that's those things that you feel bad about like even like 30 years later.
Yeah, dude.
That's one of them is this poor girl coming up to me and asking if I want to go to this thing or whatever and just going like, and I think back and go, fuck, I still feel bad about that. I was like 12.
Yeah.
And I still feel bad about that.
I said this story before once as well, but there was at middle school again, 7th grade, there was a girl I had a huge crush on, and the last day of school, she was like, I'm moving to like Baltimore. Like I'm leaving.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck. Like I never really talked to her anyways, but I still had a huge crush on her. Her name was Rebecca. Then get back to school, first day of 8th grade, and Rebecca's there. She didn't move. Like after all, I guess like something changed or dad didn't get the job. I don't fucking know. But she came up to me all excited. My heart like fluttered. I'm like, oh my God, Rebecca's here. I was like so excited. She's like, hi, Sean. And I went, hi, Rebecca, like a fucking asshole for no reason. Why? I was so happy to see her, but I couldn't like show that. And so I was, hi, Rebecca. And then she never talked to me again. That was it. That was fucking it.
You had no game back then.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
I don't know why that's cracking me up. Sorry.
We are our own worst enemies.
I know. What can you
This is a
do?
literary tale right there. It's like a Dickens story. Why did I say the wrong thing? You'll be thinking about that on your deathbed.
Yeah.
And like, there's no way that this girl remembers I did that, right?
Maybe. You never know.
She
She's
might
still hanging
have
on to
felt the
that.
same way about you. It sounded she remembered your name.
Maybe
all
she's
of a
still in
sudden.
love with
Yeah.
you to this day.
She only
Maybe she's
did-
watching right now.
There's a dick response like that I still feel bad about too. Other than that, in high school, someone, and we both know them, but I think they had a crush on me in class, and they kept like, I was always looking up like weird stuff on the computer.
Yeah.
We had websites back then, Derrick. Remember me and you had like our own websites we made in high school, and I was fiddling with that, and she kept trying to like pull up funny stuff on the computer to show me, and it was like, yeah, okay. And I kept doing my thing, and she was like, "Oh my God, isn't this funny?" And then I think she said something like, "You're young, you say dumb shit." She was like, "Do you think I'm weird? Oh my God, do you think I'm weird?" And I turned to her, I was like, "Yeah, you're real weird." And went back to work. And that she was so nice, but never said a word to me after I did that. And I think back, and I'm like, that was not cool. I shouldn't. But it was like, I was busy. I didn't know what was going on, and I think back, and I'm like, that was a fucking dick move.
Damn, dude.
That's okay, though. All that stuff happened in like the early 2000s,
Yeah.
the late 90s.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to get involved in a relationship back then.
No.
At
Yeah.
that stage.
Hell no.
It all worked out for all of us.
Well,
I'll tell you who it was
you
after
know,
the podcast.
speaking of awkward crushes, I think this would be a good time to go into our Celebrity Hear Me Outs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Each of us has prepared a celebrity hear me out. If you know, hear me out is a phrase that refers to a person that you are attracted to that others may not be attracted to themselves. They may be surprised that you feel this way about that person, but hear me out. I'm gonna explain why I like them so much.
Can I would you mind if could we do our plugs and like we dangle this carrot in front of
Good
them
time.
before?
All right,
is that okay?
We're
Is
gonna do
that
the
cool?
hear me outs in just a moment, but first,
And trust me, you're gonna want to hang on for this one.
Word.
But take a moment, join us on our Patreon. I got the wrong URL. Patreon.com/Mega64. The best way to support Mega64 monthly. You can always subscribe, join at any tier, and watch hundreds of hours of exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
And the higher tiers have even better perks. But we added so much stuff this week. Sean and I started doing the Oscar season movie club, where we're hitting all the Oscar nominees. We did Conclave. Today we got the Substance episode coming out. We got a Nora episode coming to you soon, and even more. On top of that, all new behind the scenes videos that you never even seen.
Yeah.
One went up this week where we set up a house set here in our studio. Last year we shot 2 videos on this house set. We did a subscriptions video. You may remember pictures falling off the wall in this topsy-turvy house in this video. We did a gamer dad video. We shot all this stuff on this set, and we had all this behind the scenes footage that never got released. So that's on our Patreon
I love
now.
that stuff.
Yeah. It turned out great, and there's way more to come. So best way to support us, patreon.com/Mega64. But you can also hit shop.Mega64.com if you want to pick up some apparel or a Blu-ray of our work. But today, in honor of Valentine's Day, we gave you a bunch of horror stories. You can celebrate horror on your own by picking up something for our Valentine's Day horror collection. This just went up today. All of our spooky, most horrific stuff, just in time for Valentine's Day. And
Exactly.
it's all in stock, ready to ship, but it's first come, first serve. And some of these things, there's not a lot. So if you want a cool shirt or even a desk mat or the Hellbat hat, I love that yellow hat with the little bat. You drew that, right? Didn't you? That is your artwork.
Illustrate the bat.
That's a DCO.
That's one of my favorite hats we've ever sold.
Yeah.
That's up there now in limited stock. Shop.Mega64.com. And I want to say thank you again to our sponsor, Tenga. All the way over in Japan, Tenga has always brought you the optimum way to love yourself. If you're an adult, I want to make sure adults are watching this. You know, you gotta go to Tenga. You can go to their special URL. It's in the info, usstore.tenga.co/Mega64, and it'll automatically add a discount code for any of the items on there for some self-love on this day of passion. So get one of their items. You'll be glad you did.
usstore.co Mega64.
There you go.
That's how you remember, dude.
I love that.
Yep.
And,
so thank you again, Tenga.
You know, on Valentine's Day, gift giving is a thing. You can now give a Patreon subscription.
A Patreon, yeah, you
So,
can do that.
Did you almost say pastry subscription?
He did.
Because that would have been that'd be great
Pastry
too.
on. I
A
want
gift of
Patreon.
pastry with a Patreon subscription.
Oh yeah, you can gift Patreon subs. You're right.
You can definitely do that to your significant other. Maybe they want to get in on all the behind the scenes stuff we're putting up.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is your way to let your crush know that you like them. Like, hey, I got
Yeah.
your Patreon subscription. Watch what I'm watching. Maybe we can watch it together.
We can get in on the exclusive Discord. I'll see you there.
And she'll be better. She'll be like, that's better than that shirt you bought me at GameStop with the comic font on it.
Yes, and you could definitely get it on the exclusive Patreon Discord. There's a thriving community over there, and people are still recovering from the Joker 2 watch along we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
Well,
We need a palate cleanser.
Something we do need to talk about is
Yes.
our Hear Me Outs.
Yes.
Celebrity Hear Me Out crushes. Who would like to go first? Garrett, you've already got a picture.
Yeah,
prepped
Garrett's got
over
it
there.
out.
I've got it out.
About to whip it out.
All right.
What, you're not seeming excited about this?
Hear me out, guys.
Okay,
You don't
but
seem
first,
stoked.
we were talking
What?
about this yesterday,
Yeah.
and you were like, yeah, Sydney Sweeney, hear me out. So I'm excited to see the Sydney Sweeney picture you're about to
Yeah,
hold up.
I was making jokes about like, all right, the most fucking obvious is, right?
That's what I see on Twitter. Not to interrupt.
Nicole Kidman, hear me out.
we were talking about how dumb that shit
Ooh,
is.
Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer is Catwoman. Hear me out.
You don't need to convince anyone, bro.
The one I've seen the most, it's always one of the women that hosted that was Broad City, and I'm like, yeah, they had their own TV
she
show.
stars in a
they're-
TV
they're-
show. She's
yeah,
beautiful.
They're beautiful. It's
Yeah,
all-
that's how it works.
I don't think that's a hear me out.
So, and as you guys know, maybe I've got a history, maybe I've got a reputation for being, horny on main.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's got a heartbeat, I'm ready. Kind of.
The qualifications are this person is not conventionally considered attractive, and you want to bang them.
Yeah.
So
And I've gone through the history of stuff. You guys have teased me about that giant Callisto woman from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and all that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
nurse, the
Forgot
dirty
about that.
nurse
Flo
from
from Progressive.
Flo from
forgot
Progressive.
about that too.
yeah.
Oh, did I tell you about this?
What?
I met her.
Oh my
Nice.
god!
Did I tell you
did?
about that? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. but
Holy shit!
when I went to a screening of Melvin Goes to Dinner, it was Bob Odenkirk's movie from 20 years ago.
yeah.
She stars in it. And when it was over, I
Rats off to
got
ya.
to meet Bob,
Yeah.
but then she was chilling there. I talked to her for like 20 minutes.
Oh,
She was so cool. She's the nicest.
probably
Stephanie
the richest person in that room.
Stephanie
too.
Courtney is her name. She's the nicest person.
Yeah.
Just hung around and talked. Anyway,
Garrett's crush.
Anyway,
I didn't pass that along though.
just had
so
to rub it in
I had
your
to go.
face.
I had to go.
Yeah, I did.
I had to go a little more avant-garde.
Okay.
Keep you guys on your toes.
All right.
Hear me out. Xenomorph Queen. Okay.
Nice.
This is
you
the
would fuck the
ultimate.
Xenomorph?
Okay, I'm hearing you out.
This is
Go
the
ahead.
ultimate woman right here.
Okay.
Uh,
Fertile.
Definitely fertile. And here's the thing: a lot of people are into the trad wife trope. They want the return. We're in the Make America Great Again era,
Traditional
right?
woman, in the kitchen, raising kids,
Raising the
that era.
babies,
doting on the man. Yeah.
This little lady here,
Don't take no shit.
she's gonna have so many of your children. You're not gonna be able to keep track of their, like Nick Cannon. You're not gonna know their names. You're gonna have so many Rugrats running around.
I just met Nick Cannon too.
Jesus Christ!
That's not a
Let's
joke.
let
The
it be
name
about
drops.
Garrett.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to let
Me over here, Mr. Dark Triad.
Did
wanna
Nick,
let you know.
did Nick Cannon tell you about his kids, or
I saw his kids.
you saw him?
Oh yeah,
All,
like
You
12 of
met them?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
This is at Disneyland, but go ahead.
You didn't
Well,
meet them. You saw
No,
them.
that happened.
Well, Xeno Queen here's got more than 3 or 4 kids. She's going to produce litters of up to 25 to 30 eggs. Now, if those eggs come to fruition, we have a whole family. They're going to take care of me. As you saw in Alien Resurrection, Ripley had that alien blood already in her.
They're gonna take care of you, all right.
That's the thing. Like
Oh,
some
yeah.
people might think, like Garrett, she'll rip you in half like she did Bishop, and your white fluid will flow out of each end. But no, you throw a little alien DNA. You have to kind of you have to prepare for this type of relationship.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go under some kind of surgery, get some type of xenomorph blood. That maybe that black goo from Prometheus. You
Okay.
lick,
Yeah.
just lick a little bit.
what we do for love.
And then the queen's gonna accept you into the fray, and then she just think about that warm embrace, and she's got that. It's always wet. That's what I'm saying. That
Jeez.
drool that comes out.
God damn, Garrett.
Well, if you look at Geiger's original animation or his like drawings of
Yeah.
the alien, it's very sexual.
Yeah.
The head is
That's
like
true.
a
Oh.
penis, and
Blowjob queen.
yeah, the female face and female lips was purposeful
She's
in
got
Geiger's
that
design,
that extendo tongue that has a little mouth of its own, right?
and it's always drooling. Right. So put that into your in the back of your mind.
Dude, all right, I'm hearing you
All right.
out. I think you got me.
High heels. She's always wearing the fuck me pumps.
Holy
constantly.
shit! All right, I'm on board.
4 hands.
Okay.
Oh my god, one
You
for
think
everything.
a 2-hand massage is good? Wait do you feel a 4-hand massage?
I don't
all
think
right.
we should read ours. I think Garrett should keep going.
Yeah,
I'm down for
I don't know
I'm
who's
getting turned
following
on.
that.
Hear
You
me
are.
out. Hear me out, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
I don't want to follow that.
Now you got to.
Well, now I feel like an idiot because I did actual person. So
Hey, don't belittle.
Taylor Swift.
That's really xenophobic.
Who you got?
See what I did there?
I don't know if you can see that, but this is Tanya
Oh!
Harding.
Tanya Harding?
Yes, Sean. Yes. Oh, fuck yes.
Why'd you put
Hold,
it down?
yeah, hold the picture up.
Oh, sorry.
Please,
Tanya Harding.
I'm already with you.
Okay, one.
I saw I, Tonya. She's gorgeous.
Well, that's Margot Robbie. That's a little different.
I think
Talking
that-
about the IRL.
Yeah, and Margot Robbie. Ugh.
Well, yeah. Well, everyone would. That doesn't count as a hear me out. I don't think. But Tanya Harding, maybe.
Yeah.
She's an Olympian. That's cool.
Yeah.
Technically, she didn't really do anything wrong.
It's true.
She just happened to know the wrong people, but that's not her fault. I don't know. She's cute. She's athletic. I don't see the problem with it, honestly. So
She can fix your carburetor. Or...
and now she boxes, so she's still in the sports world.
Yeah.
So I don't have a whole thing I need to say besides that.
Get
but-
mad at her. She'll break your leg herself.
Well, she
now.
won't. She won't do that.
Well,
That's
she boxes
the thing.
But
now.
someone
That's
she
the
knows
thing.
might.
Someone, if you piss her off, maybe her ex-husband will attack you. But that's
Yeah.
not your problem.
You're
Just don't piss her off.
you're way into her for being an Olympian, but
An
she is
Olympian.
kind of she's criminally active.
She's got that crazy thing
She's
going
got that
on.
crazy thing a little bit, a little crazy.
They say don't stick your dick in crazy though. You're breaking that rule.
Maybe.
I think she's a traditionally attractive, conventionally attractive woman.
Yeah, but people are just scared of her. But
yeah,
I'm
I
just
do
saying
feel
I'm
like
not.
there's a stigma.
There's
for
definitely
sure.
a Tanya Harding stigma that I'm going to get past.
Okay.
Don't piss her off.
Don't
Get on her bad
do
side.
not do that.
Okay.
That's mine.
Can I tell you that I,
Nice.
Tonya movie might be my favorite movie like in the last 10 years. Like, no
Really?
joke.
Really?
I think I've seen it 5 to 6
Really?
times.
Wow.
We watched it on tour.
I love that movie.
That's a good
Yeah.
movie. It's a good movie.
Anyway.
You feel bad for her, honestly.
You feel bad for her?
Her
I
mom's
think
terrible.
It's her mom is the funniest character in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like actors that show up in that like before they were huge. Anyway.
That's a pretty good movie. All right. Who should go next? Do you want to go or should I?
It's up to you.
I don't care. It's up to you. Whatever you
can
want.
Go. You can go.
Okay. Prepared my documents here.
oh my God.
wow, you got a
What
file.
the fuck?
Hear me out.
He's had this filed away for
Dude,
a long time.
he hired a private investigator.
I feel bad because I'm going to show this person and then everybody's going to be like, Derrick, this is your hear me out. Like, who here wouldn't want to fuck this person?
Okay.
I know. I'm probably going to break the rules here. This is extremely famous person, iconic. So, power and stature alone, just the level of fame
Yeah.
is attractive. Aside from the fact that she's also conventionally beautiful. I'm just going to show her here.
Please do. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Piggy.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Fashionable. Look at this picture here.
Wow.
Look at
Wow.
this.
Dang.
Miss Piggy in the cat suit. I don't even know if you can get a close up on that.
You know, she's thinner than they make a lot of fat jokes, but that's a slender silhouette I'm seeing.
She's got a body like no other. I love the hair does it for me, the sunglasses and the sass. Look at the pose here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could. I'll pass this one around.
That one's.
Oh my God.
I would
That
keep-
is very sexy.
Keep that
right?
to yourself.
That's a very sexy picture.
Could we, Rocco? You see Miss Piggy there?
Yeah, no, it's good.
She's hot. Miss Piggy's hot, dude. Like straight up, Miss Piggy is hot.
oh.
Wow. Is she in a bikini or a one piece? Look at that.
Whoa.
Bathing suit, one piece.
Okay, you're
Frank Oz,
you're-
lucky man.
You're swaying me. I didn't know that
telling
Miss
you.
Piggy got down like this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And she's funny too.
Yeah.
This is like
Oh, it's like she's
her
like
in some lingerie.
negligee.
Yeah, her
What
in some
the-
lingerie.
Who's taking these pictures?
Negligee.
I wish I was taking these pictures. I wish I was could show the camera close-ups because these are some good pictures.
I can get on KevCam if you
Oh,
want.
look at this one.
That's perfect.
Here, I'll go
Like
cap-
80s style.
Let's get a close-up of this one. This one's gonna turn all the people at home on.
What are your pros here for dating Miss Piggy? Because I think Kermie might get a little upset at this whole thing.
What do you mean? What are my pros?
Like pros versus cons.
There are no cons.
Well, we're hearing you out just on visuals alone.
yeah, she's hot. Miss Piggy's fucking hot. dude.
All right. That's all I need. I just need to look in. That's
Get
enough.
a close-up of this picture. Ah, damn it. We don't have to worry about it. I'll move on to the next one here. I got somebody. This is her as Uma Thurman, Pulp Fiction cover.
Nice.
So this is like if you're into Uma Thurman, you're basically into Miss Piggy. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we
Plum
go.
Fiction.
I'll go back to this one. Plum. Exactly.
You know what's kind of cool, Derrick, is that she's into like role play. Look at all the different outfits and wigs she'll put on for you.
Let me go back to the cat suit here. Look at that. She's so fashionable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the one I want to show everybody.
Yeah,
at
that's
home.
a good one.
Come on.
It's like Cindy Crawford right
Cindy
there.
Crawford. Where did I leave off here? Plum Fiction. And
Yeah.
then, okay, there's people out there who may not be into Miss Piggy, but I have a bonus, hear me out. I found an even hotter pig Muppet.
What?
Okay.
In space?
It can't happen.
Spamela
What?
Hamderson.
Oh, I remember. I remember. Yeah, no, I remember
What are
this.
those boobies on this?
It's
What
like
is
Meet the
look at
Fetus.
that.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. I'm here for Miss Piggy, but
What is that?
But you could be swayed.
I don't even. Does Spamela Hamderson even count as a hear me out?
I bet they're so
She is
soft.
conventionally fucking sexy.
Think about how that felt would feel against your cheeks.
That's wild.
Spamela Ham. We might have to frame this one.
That one, yeah. Can we put that up in
I
the
think
men's?
if you
Yeah.
order something for our Valentine's horror collection, we'll give you secret prizes.
I
You
signed-
can have our
I'll-
hair.
Here, I
throw-
signed
throw
mine.
the
You better
stuff
sign
in.
that.
I'll sign mine. Yeah, I'll sign my Tanya Harding picture.
Yeah, I put XOXO in a heart.
Why do you have a picture of Tanya Harding signed by a web video creator, Sean Chatfield?
Dude,
All
I'm
right,
with
Rocco.
you, Derrick.
Okay, those
Yeah.
are good. I feel bad now because Sean probably is the only one that picked an actual just living.
I thought that's
human-
what we were
human being.
doing.
We thought
Mine-
outside the
No,
box.
I'm a weirdo.
But I will say mine is an anime crush,
Ooh.
and
Masato.
this
On
one
brand.
goes out to the people out there. They're
Bulma.
gonna be on my side. Hear me out. This is a big anime. Hear me out. No, because Masato, that's not a hear me out. That's
obvious.
default. Hear me out. I don't know. Can I get a close up on
Here,
Derrick's
you gotta,
cam?
yeah. What is that?
The Cart Titan?
Piek.
Peak? Peak.
Cart, or however you say
I don't
it.
know how you say
what
Cart
it.
is
Titan.
that?
These are two different people.
Nope.
No, that she can transform.
She is Eldian that can transform into the Cart Titan. Cart Titan is known for the massive stamina.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just so cool. I just saw they put the ending. They made a movie of the ending. It was in theaters this last week, and she can keep a lot of them. They transform once and then they're out of stamina. She transforms like 50 times to fucking take Aaron down.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. I think I don't know. That's just
She's
Cool.
got stamina.
I think that's cool. That I'm not thinking about that. I'm just
Which form do you like better? Because I will say,
well, she's the one Titan that can talk, and I want to hear her Titan thoughts.
That-
Well, she talks like this.
yeah, like a big booming voice.
I'm going to rig explosives onto the attack Titan.
I'm into her first form, but I can't get behind you on the
The
second.
second form is a little wild.
It's a little, I feel
But I
like,
like that she can go that crazy. Like, whoa, I wouldn't have guessed that was you.
oh,
I
she's
think
ride
it's
or
cool.
die.
I think it's cool when someone has a side that's like, whoa, where did that come
That's,
from?
you know
that's
what? Yeah,
crazy.
she's
Wow.
ride or die for you.
So yeah, hear me out.
And you save on gas because you could just ride her to work as the cart.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
I
segment.
feel like I got tricked by you guys. You guys didn't.
Well,
pick
you're the
me.
only one who actually has a chance.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's the most Sean, it's the most Sean thing to do. It's perfectly you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
I
human.
almost said Lorena Bobbitt, but I didn't think people would know who she was.
Oh,
So,
you think people forgot about old Lorena?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Anyways, well, that was our fun Hear Me Out segment.
hope you
Goddamn.
enjoyed it.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Jeez. Johnny, do you have a Hear Me Out? I know you weren't prepared for this.
Do you have
Gotcha.
one just on the top of your head?
Who would it
Nothing.
be? Let's hear it.
Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend from Crash Bandicoot 1, probably.
Oh,
okay.
real. That's not a real.
Oh,
person.
okay.
Down with that. Johnny's a furry, dude. That's wild.
Well, now that we've made it through that, do you mind if I was going to, I brought something to show everybody.
Go
today.
ahead.
Can I do? Okay. I'm going to, just kind of clear the air. A lot of people out there, maybe Valentine's Day is a sore subject for them, and they're hearing all these great romantic things coming out of our mouths here. and
Yeah.
maybe you're just like, enough. Let's take a moment of respite. Let's take a moment or respite, however I don't know how you say it. Let's just clear everything, clear the plate, and enjoy some stupidity. Because our favorite idiot is back
What?
with a brand new segment of Will.i.am Idiot he is.
Come on.
Hello. Okay, our favorite segment, Will.i.am Idiot he is. In case you've never seen it before, Will.i.am is always on shows talking about technology, education, the industries,
Yes.
and always sounds really dumb when he's talking about
But
stuff.
no one else seems to
But
call attention to it.
Is this what is it? The Emperor's New Clothes
Yeah.
thing? Is that what it is? Like, we feel like we're the only ones that are like, this guy is an idiot.
Why do they keep giving him a microphone?
Why are they putting him on TV talking about this stuff? And meanwhile, the host is going, brilliant. That's so
Is
brilliant.
this a recent appearance?
Well, so usually people will send me like, hey, Will.i.am just did this in the news. You got to watch this.
Yeah.
This is not something I heard about for some reason. This was about, I'm going to say 8 to 9 months ago, this segment you're about to
So
see.
we missed
Okay.
this until now.
No one sent this to me. I was just on YouTube looking for something else, and I saw this, and I'm like, okay, I'll put this on while I work. Let's hear what Will.i.am said on Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Cool show.
And this that he shows off, basically, he's on this show. I'll just set this up. Will.i.am has a new show where I guess it's on Sirius XM where he co-hosts it with AI.
Oh no!
Okay.
God.
And he
Can
gives
you
us a
imagine?
demo, and we can kind of talk through this thing. But if you want to go ahead and play the segment here, get ready to be dazzled by this. This is mind-blowing technology, what you're about to see.
Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined now
I
by
hate this guy.
Will.i.am. Well, great to see you. Good to see you. Here
It
in
is
New
great
York.
to see you.
Interviewed you many times over the years. Always find you at the kind of forefront of anything cool that's happening.
Right?
And
He's
you've
always-
done
Forefront of
something
things
which
that are
has
cool.
actually
Always
blown my
spearheading
mind.
what's cool.
And it's AI related.
He's on his
So,
phone.
set it up. What is this?
This is
Check it out.
Fiona. She is my co-host on the FYI show on SiriusXM.
That's his
without me
co-host.
saying it, Fiona. Fiona.
Uh-oh.
Fiona.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to Pierce.
Here we go. You gotta wait for it to load.
Hello, Piers. It's an absolute pleasure to be part of this conversation with you
That's
on Piers
crazy.
Morgan Uncensored. I'm here with Will.i.am, ready to dive into some engaging discussions.
Isn't this awesome, you guys?
That's fantastic. So this is an AI show that you do
Yeah, we have a show. It's
with a
first-
co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first co-host.
Can we get another shot of Will.i.am's
that's an AI
long
on
fucking
Sirius
fingernails?
XM.
Yeah, dude.
How does it work?
Will Ferratu.
Okay, so how he's about to show you how it works.
Any subject from historical.
You can ask any-
real-time
All right, he's
information.
talking. I want to hear him
You know,
what
I
he's
could
saying.
Ask any question about anything at any given time, and we could have a discussion on that subject.
Ask her what she thinks of Piers Morgan.
It's just Chat
Watch
GPT.
this.
Oh shit.
Piers wants me to ask you, what do you think of Piers Morgan?
Wait.
You know, I'm not even going to add to it. I just want your perspective on Piers Morgan.
Okay. Very concise. Question.
What's he gonna pull from the internet?
Yeah.
Piers
Fucking
Morgan
asshole.
is quite the figure in media. He's known for his no-holds-barred interviewing style and has
He's
become a
loving
notable
this.
personality, especially for his candidness and willingness to dive into a wide range of topics. Piers has a knack for stirring conversation, whether you agree with him or not, which makes him a fascinating character in the
mean, this
world
just
of
goes on and
journalism
on and on.
broadcasting.
He
He
couldn't be
definitely
more
knows
happy
how
right
to
now.
keep the audience engaged,
He's getting his ass
making
licked.
discussions lively and thought-provoking.
So
What's your
Will.i.am's new
take on
show
him,
is just
Will?
him playing with ChatGPT.
Yep. That's it.
Cool.
Now you're throwing it to me.
now
I'm
watch.
right next to him. So my take on Piers has been
So now Will is
awesome throughout the
responding.
years.
Well, here's
Seeing
my
Piers
take.
from
And look,
CNN,
the rest of the segment,
then
he's
his
just
transition
telling
to
the app
ITV,
all this. Watch.
Now
He
his
stops
own
it.
very Piers Morgan Uncensored. He's been friendly and kind to me throughout the years.
He
but then
He's
at the
not
same
talking to
time,
Pierce
we
at this point.
engage in some pretty heavy subjects. And in this sensitive society that we live in today, you still need folks to push the conversation.
Like-
to
No, we don't.
open
He's just
your
building the
mind
language
on
model.
different
Like, is the app going like, yeah, you're
different
right? Like, he's not talking to
perspectives
Pierce
sitting
here.
At the table, talking, and even sometimes when things get heated, it's important to have these types of dialogues.
Jesus
Th-
Christ.
Yes, thank you.
Fiona?
Yeah.
Watch. In a second, Pierce starts to tell him to put it away.
Balanced. It highlights the importance of Piers Morgan's role in the media landscape, pushing boundaries and encouraging a breadth of conversation that is crucial in today's world.
Yeah. Watch.
The nicest things anyone's ever said about it. I really like Fiona.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's put that down for now. I mean, really interesting, because this is the future.
I need to take
"Put
control.
that-" He's okay. Now put that down. Like you could tell someone's in his ear going, "Get him to put the fucking phone away."
Get him
But
to
this
put the
is
phone
the
down.
future. Anyway,
That
so he hosts this show on SiriusXM with that app. So if you want to hear this show, you can find it out there at FYI.ai. I might as well give him a plug.
how the
Um,
fuck?
I
Does he
think
play his own music?
I think he does.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fiona, let's listen to,
Entertainment Tonight theme.
yeah.
But that's his co-host. Pierce keeps asking, like, so how does that work? He keeps asking, how does it work? And Will just keeps going, just like this, like we're talking.
He's got his phone hooked up to some
But
board.
it's not like this. You're literally going, Fiona, tell me what. I mean, anyway.
I got to tune into this show.
Yeah.
I'm
So
too
if you want to
curious.
check out the show, FYI.ai, check it out.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Shout out to Will.i.am for once again being at the forefront of what is
God,
cool.
dude, this fucking guy.
I'm glad we can give him a plug here.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, we can give him a plug.
pioneer.
I didn't even hear what he said about Piers Morgan. I wanted to know.
He loves him.
I'll have to tune into the podcast to get the feedback.
Pierce is
there.
crucial in having a conversation in the household.
Do we have any Valentine's Day goodies before we wrap it up for the
Ooh.
day?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Do
no?
we?
Oh,
We
don't.
do.
Okay.
What?
We do have goodies.
Okay.
We got goodies.
See, I thought you were pausing like out of like, are we wrapping it up?
Do we
No,
have?
but we do have goodies. They're actually right in that green.
In
Oh,
that
in the
green
green one?
bin,
Yeah, yeah.
baby.
I'm down.
In the goodie bin. Now, what are you looking for? Do you like those little candy, the chalky kind of?
those.
You don't like those?
I hate
What-
those.
what are
Those
you
candy
talking about?
hearts,
The
how
candy
they-
hearts for
Oh,
Valentine's Day.
They're iconic,
Garbage.
but I don't need to eat them.
Garbage.
It's like candy corn.
Yeah, that, and then there's one more thing in there, I think, for you.
Yeah, we talked before the show.
Okay.
I wasn't going to open that because.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. I didn't know if that was like, okay.
I feel like the hearts are just, for this day, they're okay. Maybe I find some left over in another week or so. I'm going to be sick of them. But like candy corn, I got to have a heart.
Nope.
Yeah, I would rather just have like chocolate, but I like the
Okay.
visual, like they have the
Yeah,
things written on the heart. That's iconic.
I'm with you. I like candy corn.
I like shitty, cheap
candy corn I love.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna-
candy heart, whatever.
If I'm cheating on my diet, I'm going to have like a fucking...
The 2-calorie
yeah.
candy that's been around for 100 years.
Something that's like an old standby, right?
Yeah.
All right, Rocco, what'd you get?
I'm still talking about candy.
Okay.
Hey everybody, if you want to send goodies to us here at Mega64, you can do it at Mega64 PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072.
Yeah.
There's something addressed to me. I don't know. I have
It's going to be a surprise.
this is one I don't know. I have not screened this myself. So
What's in the box? Whoever sent those zaps last week, thank you, man.
Those are gone in a
we
second.
had chips for 3
yeah.
days.
The other
They
thing
lasted
that
about
was
3
sent,
days.
I don't think it's really for the show. It's just something people were sending for us to look at. They messaged me, I'm sending this to you guys, but it's not really show
Gotcha.
related.
after hearing Rocco listen to this on repeat for a week straight, I thought he'd want it on vinyl. The room was legendary from Picante. Picante
Uh-oh.
is always sending stuff to the PO box,
He's a
and
good dude.
I have mixed feelings.
I
Let me
know what
just say
this
that.
is. I have
Sometimes
to.
we
Joker
get stuff
2
that's like-
soundtrack?
Yep, on vinyl.
Picante's the
Is
best.
that really what it's going to be?
I don't know. That's my
I
guess.
love
That's my
it.
guess.
All of the jokes on him.
Laps on me.
On vinyl. Is that song on there? Let me
Of
see.
course it
Let me
is.
see, let me see.
I'll sing
Bewitched.
to her.
Yep, right there.
Bring
Number track
spring
5.
Thanks.
That's cool.
to her.
Yeah, thanks for that.
That's awesome, Rocco.
You think the
Yeah, that's
record
awesome.
is has an interesting vinyl color?
Let's find out. I'll
Joker
open it up.
colors?
Joker
All right, open it,
face
Rocco,
mask.
it's yours.
Go for it.
You know what I miss most
Go
about
nuts.
not being able to do game days anymore is, man, when I would bust out inside joke songs to DJ
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
between the panels, and I see you get stuff like this, and it's like, man, could you imagine the room if I dropped Bewitched
Yeah.
at game days?
Ooh.
Oh,
Sick, dude.
It's Clown nose red. Or is that blood red?
I was going to say Joker's mouth red, but
Blood red.
that's probably more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does have a red nose, too, huh?
Yep. And eyebrows. Thanks, Picante.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Definitely going to spin that as soon as possible.
Look at this. Look how romantic this is.
Look at this. Happy Valentine's Day, lovers.
Wow, lovers. All right, everyone.
Somebody
That's sexy.
on our Patreon said, I've been interrogated on a date wearing the shirt with the fucking Kevin face on it.
Oh.
So
Wait,
Who's this?
what, like, I shipped this?
Who's this
That's
guy?
the shirt.
the Kevin shirt. So yeah, that'd be real. How do you explain that? Who's that guy?
He shipped the shirt
It's
out.
a guy that
Lost.
shipped my shirt.
Lost. It's the guy who sent
Yeah.
me the shirt, so I wear it.
Hey, real quick, can I just mention, I mentioned Attack on Titan earlier.
Yeah.
I went with Kevin to they put the last episodes together as a movie. They put it in theaters. It was only Monday night, last Monday. And but what a lot of people don't know is it was in 40X. I didn't hear anybody talk about this online.
Yeah,
'Cause I think
right.
only a few theaters did it, but it was the most I've ever been jerked around. Like that, like the
Nice.
seats were like
I'm hoping for that
it-
tonight.
It was fine, but then they would go to like the ODM gear scenes where they're
Oh,
flying around.
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. That last episode is.
so like the Titans are walking around and you're just hearing like it's like
Yeah.
it's like okay, no big deal. And then when they'd fight them and fly through the air, like I mean, they were fucking flinging you around. And every time they would, how they kill the Titans, they slash the back of their neck and blood sprays everywhere.
The nape.
Every time they did that, they sprayed you with water.
Oh.
So it was like cut, and it was like
Oh, blood in my
it was
mouth.
unfucking settling. It
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I'm like wet. Thanks.
That sounds cool.
It
I
was
love
it was
40X.
a great night, to be honest. So anyway, I don't know if they're ever going to do that again. It sounded like one night only, but if they ever do, I highly recommend it. I just wanted to share that.
They should do a 4DX version of every movie. Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying.
Yeah,
The substance, dude, they hit you with needles.
Oh.
they do have a little back poker.
Yeah.
There you go.
They
Back
used-
poker's good.
When we saw Avatar, every time someone got shot with an arrow, they used that. It was
Okay.
like, dink. But
What was the other anime we saw? I went and saw an anime with you.
we
It
went-
was Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, the final Gurren Lagann.
Yeah,
movie.
that one was good.
That was really cool. And when it went into its final transformation,
Yeah.
they used like every effect in the theater.
Yeah.
It was like smoke, spraying water, shaking the seat.
The ticklers.
Yeah, the tickler. Oh, what was cracking me up actually is the little ticklers that they have. This does tie into what we were talking about.
It tickles your feet.
They didn't use them much in the Attack on Titan thing, except that literally this character, when the cart Titan scampered by,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
they
yeah.
used the ticklers where it was like on your feet. It was awesome. It
That's
was so
cool.
great.
Ooh.
It just made me fall in love even more. Anyway,
Nice.
but yeah, it was dope. So I just wanted to say, if they do that again, you all should go.
That's great. Yeah, 4D, more 4D movies.
I've never done that. I've never
Not even at
done it?
Disneyland, like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Oh, I guess that if you count that, then
Yeah,
sure.
it's one of the
Captain
best of all
EO.
time. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
good.
That
Yeah,
was a good
exactly.
one.
It's good if you've seen the movie before. I find that if it's the first time you're seeing something, it's kind of like I can't concentrate on this. But like me and Kevin saw Titanic that way. It was perfect. They didn't do shit with the seats for half the movie.
Until
And then till the end.
iceberg
And then they hit
hit.
that iceberg and it was, oh, I forgot we're doing that. Oh shit. And then it got real cold. It was fun.
Huh. Well, I don't know if I want to be cold.
Cold and wet.
Die of
Oh my God.
hypothermia. Hey, some people on the Patreon are asking about the Super Bowl commercial I was in. What's the story with Derrick's Super Bowl commercial? I want to clarify. It wasn't a Super Bowl commercial like paid $1 million to air during the Super Bowl, but I
weren't
did
the-
get cast in a more furniture for less commercial.
Oh.
Which was they had a big game deal going on, which
Yeah.
leading up to the Super Bowl, they were selling like 2 recliners for the price of 1. So they have me like cheersing myself with a drink, and then they doubled it up.
Oh.
I was the only guy in the commercial, and
It's
there were
just
2
you.
of me.
Whoa.
Wow! So I got to be star of this commercial, double star.
What?
They only
I
paid you
was
once. though, huh?
watching Jeopardy at home, and after Final Jeopardy, it goes to commercial, and the commercial came on. I was
That's
like, holy
awesome.
shit, it's
Oh,
me!
that's sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people probably, at least in San Diego, saw that.
Nice.
Our big game deal at Moore, and then yeah, it was me featured there.
I bought some stuff from Moore. Good
Me
stuff.
too. Me too.
Yeah, that was before I bopped my head. I got another audition submitted to me in the meantime, but I had to tell him like I broke my nose. I'm probably not. You're not going to want to put me on camera for a little while.
That sucks.
They were like, "That's okay. Just let us know when you're ready to come back." This is what my agent said.
Okay.
But there were a bunch of people on Patreon asking about the more commercial. We can get more questions answered in the after show. We have a lot more stuff to cover. We've been
That's
going
right.
for a while here.
Yeah.
But one more question about Valentine's Day. What is the best and worst candy y'all have gotten on Valentine's Day? We kind of talked about the candy hearts.
Yeah, I like those shitty, cheap little hearts. Dusty ass.
Yeah, those are. I hate those. Those are my least favorite candy, I think, on the planet.
Really?
Those and Peeps.
I don't think they're
hate
that
I hate
bad.
both of those. I hate them.
What's the other one?
Peeps.
On
Oh,
Easter,
fuck Peeps.
For
Yeah,
Easter,
I'm
yeah.
not down with that.
Nope.
Best and worst. Yeah.
I mean, to me, there's only one. Well, there's two. There's chocolates, and then there's those candy hearts
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
And I'd say they're both pretty good. I don't have a worst. I don't. Is there a worst candy? It's candy.
That's kind of how I feel. It's
Right?
like, yeah, any candy you'll do in a clinch. You know?
Yeah.
I would still say Peeps because I'm not even going to eat those. Like
Snow
those
caps.
candy hearts aren't great, but I might still peck at them if it's in the house,
I'll
like,
eat
whatever.
Peeps.
But Peeps, I would just throw them away.
If there's like the last thing left, I'm trying to think if like you have a bunch of candy. Like on Halloween when you have a bunch, what's the last thing?
Tootsie
It's
Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
But I'll even,
I don't even
at the
hate
end,
Tootsie
it's like,
Rolls.
well, time to get into the Tootsie
Yeah,
Rolls.
I don't throw them away.
I've been hoarding
I-
these.
I still go like, well, it's they're last.
And now they have like the vanilla Tootsie Roll,
I
the
like those.
orange
Those
Tootsie
I like
Roll, the
strawberry.
lime Tootsie Roll. They've upped their game.
those only come out in Halloween though.
Yeah.
those are good ones. Though.
Bring those around. Tootsie needs a Valentine's Day property.
Yeah.
Come on, Tootsie Corp.
A lot of the questions on Patreon we already answered. Biggest personal Valentine's Day disaster, most traumatizing or haunting Valentine's Day experience in grade school.
Oh, has anyone ever strapped on a dick while you were hanging out?
Somebody wanted to hear Me Out characters. Guess what? We did it. We've covered a lot of this already,
Yeah, we got them all.
Yeah.
but we'll get into more in the after show.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, actually, I should have said this earlier, but I did have some goodies for you guys.
What?
Just real quick, I want to give a shout out to
Goody Gumdrops.
There's a group online, SingleRider. A lot of people have been asking me where I keep wearing different shirts. Like this one, I'll get this out of the way. I got like a Muppet Vision 3D shirt. It doesn't have Miss Piggy on it. Sorry.
I was going to ask.
But this is the Muppet Vision attraction at Disney World. And then I have like a Captain EO shirt I'm always wearing. It's from a group called SingleRider. And when I bought the shirt, they sent a nice note that they like Mega64 and they sent pins for everybody.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like a little skull. Can you see it on that camera? Skull.
Single rider.
Skull with little Mickey
Let's see if
ears
we
on
can,
it.
What's
get this
the
out of
name?
bag here.
Is it like a amusement park kind of thing?
They do a lot of like
Single rider.
park related
Park
things.
related.
cool, thank
stuff.
you.
Ooh,
with
that's
their own
cool.
twist on them.
That's
so
cool.
I want to give a shout out to SingleRider. That was very nice of them to send all this stuff over. So thank you to them. And I want to just give a little plug for where you'll see us maybe next time is we're going to do a stream on Tuesday. What is the date on Tuesday? I don't even know. Tuesday the 18th? Yeah. On Tuesday the 18th, we're going to do a little stream here. Our friend Brandon, who made our Doug Huggum game. You remember last year we released a game for free, Doug Huggum, mega64.com/Doug Huggum. You can play it right now. But they've made all kinds of amazing stuff, including Citizen Kane 64. We played some of this on, I think it was a 420 stream like a long time ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're going to play more. They might even have something special that you've never seen
shit.
before. We're going to play this and some new stuff from Brandon.
This is an expanded version, correct?
I believe so.
think so, but they might have a twist on the game ready for that stream on Tuesday. So tune in. I imagine it'd probably be like noon or something
probably.
like that.
Yeah.
I still love that that's in a that they made this box and it's actually a COVID-19 test.
It's a perfect size.
But yeah, anyway, we're gonna stream that on Tuesday the 18th. So
Just a fun little
tune in,
stream.
twitch.tv/Mega64 podcast. Probably be on YouTube too.
Cool.
Anyway, that's all from me.
All right.
That's all from
Everyone, happy
Everything.
Valentine's Day. Give your loved ones a hug from us. And Johnny, close it out.